The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Greater Media Productions or Virginia State University. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. Some topics presented may be highly sensitive to some of our audience. Your discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Orange Table Talk. My name is Jada Brown, the Vice President of Greater Media Productions.
And I am Jada Brown, a member of Greater Media Productions. You all are in for a treat today for this special episode of Women Appreciation Month.
Yes, ladies, this one's for you. Today, our special guests at the table are none other than Miss Chyna Prince and Shaprille Preston. How you guys doing today?
I'm good. How are you all?
I'm good.
Yes, thank you for having us.
We are honored to have you both here on this special episode. But why don't you guys tell us about yourselves?
You want me, twin? Go ahead. You got it.
Hello, ladies. I am Chyna Prince, a sophomore criminal justice major with a minor in sports management from none other than the great village of Ettrick, Virginia, and I am the 2023 Women Appreciation Month co-chair.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shaprille Preston, a senior mass communication major from Martinsville, Virginia, and I am happy to serve as the chair this year for Women's Appreciation Month.
Okay, beautiful. And speaking of ladies of VSU, what would you say the mission and the purpose is of the organization?
It's actually a committee. So it was created by Miss Braxton. And she really just started with a day and now it's a whole month of events, but it's really just about the women empowerment of it all and, you know, really uplifting our queens here on campus. So that's really, you know, we just want to do it big for us, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Always want to do it big for the women on campus, the staff, faculty, the students, and bridging that gap between the community as well. So definitely putting on for women all around.
I like that.
That's a good one. Okay, so speaking of Women Appreciation Month, who would you say, like past, present, now, it doesn't really matter, but like who would you say shaped you into the woman you are right now?
I'm going to go with the typical answer, my mom. So I'm first generation one, and then two, I was raised by my mom only. So growing up, it was just me, my brother, and my mom. 3-piece. You get me, my mom, and my brother, or none at all. So like, she's God-fearing. She raised us in the church. She raised us to be academically inclined. We succeeded in everything that we did. It was more so of you didn't really have a choice but to go after everything you wanted. And now, looking back in hindsight, I appreciate the lessons that she taught me because now look at the woman I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a woman first in everything that I do. And I get that from my mom because some people don't have that guidance or that stern leadership. So I'm very appreciative for that.
So I'll say I can just retweet everything she just said. So since she gave that answer, I'll go in like my college time. I would say definitely my line sisters and my big sisters. I feel like a lot of my line sisters were here at Virginia State way before I was. So they really just take me under their wing and I'm like the baby of our line. So like they always just there when I need them. And then, my pro-fight Tatiana, she's just like my rock all in one. So I think just having them here to always be like a shoulder to lean on. And I feel like, you know, sometimes, you know, blood is thicker than water. Water's not, you know, that whole situation. So yeah.
I want to add something else because, oh, sorry, that was a good answer. Like she said, retweet what she said. I echo all her sentiments, like with the mom situation. But I want to say, like, when I joined the Royal Court, the queens, those were like my rock. Like I hit rock bottom doing my reign and they made sure that I pulled it together. I got back on my feet. I kept running. I kept like, it was a marathon to continue. They never let me fail. Until this day, those are still some of the closest people that I talk to on their, not even on the forefront of social media or anything, like behind closed doors. They check on me. They call me like, baby queen, you good? So I'll forever be indebted to them. Always. Big TTE. Always.
Well, for me personally, I will say my mom, but also my sister too. Growing up, my mom was a single parent. So it was just us three, like you said, just thugging it out.
Right.
And my mom really showed me how to not only be a woman, but also take care of your family in the process. Because family is really big, important to me. So my mom working 2 jobs to provide for me and my sister and giving us the life that we want, you know, giving us textbooks for school, clothes on our backs, food on the table. It really inspired me to be who I want to be in life and keep pushing forward.
Okay.
Y'all gave such good. No, but my mom is too. My grandmother is too. Like, I feel like my grandmother raised 3 kids by herself. And then she raised my aunt kids. So she just be raising kids. And I feel like that is just like, so like, I feel like women are superheroes, and like, it really just like, she just empowers me a lot. But I feel like right now, my vanity sisters are really like my entire life. Like, they literally helped me when I was at my lowest. When I was on vanity, my brother died and my best friend died a week apart. So it was like, wow, like, I'm never gonna make this. But they really picked me up. They literally called me every day, like, hey, you went to class, you did this, you did that, did you eat? And it really like helped me stay afloat when I was on campus. I was about to leave. So yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Really
Sisterhood is big.
Yeah, sisterhood, it really,
Yeah.
they don't talk about it enough.
That's why I'm glad
they
there's so
don't.
many organizations just for womanhood and girlhood and sisterhood on this campus. Because it's actually really
And they really do
beneficial.
help. Like, it helps so much.
It does. And growing up, it was just me and my brother. So I never had a big sister. I have a little sister now, and I have 3 brothers. But I never had a big sister. So it was never like a successor type moment. It was like no handbook. You either got it or you don't. You either gonna fall and get back up or you don't.
Right.
So it was more so when I got to college and I got mentors and I got the help and guidance I need. I was very appreciative because it's like, it's hard being a woman.
Yeah.
Right.
It's hard falling down. Everybody
Trying
falls.
to pick yourself
And trying to pick yourself up by yourself. And then you got like-minded individuals who pick you up, who pray for you when you can't pray for yourself, who call you, make sure you, like that. I love my sister. I just love my sister.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to the sisterhoods.
Yes. Okay, so I would want to ask, in today's society, like you said, being a woman, there are struggles. We do face social media backlash, troubles in the workforce, and especially in politics. So with the overturning of Roe versus Wade last year, I know you all are aware, how would you feel that politics has impacted the everyday life of a woman, especially in healthcare?
I'll start. If you don't mind. Okay. One, a man and what I was saying, a Caucasian man at that. You can't tell me what to do with my body. And let's just get into the details. Caucasian women are like declining in, I guess, superior right now. And Black women, we're always producing. This is the truth. We're always producing. We're no longer going to be the minority. No matter if there's Roe versus Wade, there's abortions, no abortion, there's birth control, we're no longer going to be the minority. We're multiplying fast. That's the real issue at hand. Nobody wants to address the real issue at hand. So they try to, I guess, snatch things away from us and overturn things. But what's for you is for you, and what's not is not. And I feel like you can't tell me what to do with my body because it's my body. It's my body. How you gonna tell me to do with my body? But it's like men as a species should not be able to say what a woman can do. You can, I guess,
give an input.
This, I mean,
but you can only give an input if it's your woman.
To an extent.
You can only give an input when it's asked.
Yeah, like
because
I agree with that. I just feel like no one asked.
No
one
asked. Nobody. So it's like
there shouldn't even be a lot,
especially on the pregnancy, abortion. Like that's a sensitive topic to a lot of women, like across the board, no matter your race. That's a sensitive topic, and women, that's the closest you come to death. So like that's really facts. Like don't speak on that. You don't know what a woman goes through doing that. So you really don't have an opinion.
Because period's hard enough.
Period's hard enough. But I'm gonna let y'all talk.
I would agree. I feel like it's all just a part of a bigger scheme. Like I feel like she said, I feel like we're rising, and I feel like people don't like that. You know, I feel like Black women are intimidating to other people. So I feel as though it's definitely just a part of a bigger game that they're playing. And it's like, you know, you're trying, but it's not going to win. It's not going to happen.
I would say, like, they always say, like, the Caucasian person is not afraid of anything, but they are our race.
Yeah, that's all they're...
And I think they're really just afraid that, like, since we do produce so much, we're going to keep producing and they're going to get washed out. And next thing you know, it's just going to be less of them, more of us. And that's what they're scared of. And I just really feel like as a like whole though, like some of these men have daughters.
Mm-hmm.
What if your daughter needed it?
Mm-hmm.
Not even just saying that she got raped or anything, but what if she not financially stable? What if she not mentally stable? What if the person she had it with was a one night stand?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
True.
why would I want to have a baby with a one night stand? So I just feel like it shouldn't be a law anyway. Like, it shouldn't be nothing telling a woman what she can and can't do with herself. Because how are you going to tell me the body that I was produced in? Nah, you can't have a baby.
I'm saying.
And two, just to echo your sentiments, it's more so like you don't know the circumstance of the individual having a baby. So we're going to create more statistics, more problems, more poverty, more. We adding more fuel to the fire than just allowing us to make decisions at hand.
Formula is expensive.
Formula is expensive.
Baby is expensive.
And I got a nice body. I would not let a broke baby take my body.
Chyna,
I cannot. Like,
what?
We getting huge. I be bloated when I'm on my period. Like, I don't have time.
Y'all are hilarious.
I'm sorry. Personally, I don't feel like you have a man. My mom always raised me. The female's the neck, the man's the head. You have a worldwide of topics, ideas you can speak on, but a woman's body, clips. It's clips. It's just no go. You can't do it. It's not allowed. And it won't be allowed in my house. Personally. Period.
Well, y'all done said everything.
I'm saying. You just agree. Retweet.
Yeah. All points, all checks. I mean, all boxes checked.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're a man, you just have to realize that if the roles were reversed,
you wouldn't like it.
Exactly. You wouldn't like somebody telling you what to do with your own penis. Yeah. So what's the point of my vagina, you know?
I'm saying.
They don't like somebody to tell them what to wear. So reproductive systems?
Crazy.
I just feel like if you want to ban abortions, we need to start getting vasectomies out here. Because
the real tea.
I'm saying.
You can't get pregnant without the sperm.
You can reverse a vasectomy.
But you cannot.
I'm saying.
Let's get into
it. Not reverse the baby.
The tea getting hot.
It's hot. It's boiling over at this point.
Okay, so on to another topic, but a very important topic. I wanted to know you guys' opinion about how you guys feel about the negative impacts of social media, like the image they give for young girls, as in like body shaming, disorders, addictions, all of that other stuff, you know?
I can go first. I think it's really about how you come up, honestly. I feel like I came up in a very like open household and we talked about a lot of different things. So I don't think that was something that ever really affected me because we just kind of always had like that open conversation. And I feel like I also was very just aware that like y'all getting BBLs done. Like the girls I see every day don't look like this. And so like I remember one time I was like in Atlanta and like you just saw the difference. And so I was just like, okay, this is what y'all used to every day because this is what y'all seeing. But I feel like in real world, like I feel like for me, I always just really was able to separate the two just because, I don't know, I didn't see people walking around with BBLs and like at high school, around college, like even down to like little minor things outside of just like body, but like hair, just different things. Like I feel like now you in like 10th grade, you got a bust down jet middle black part. Like, girl, what?
The 30 inch?
You got, like, what? So I don't feel like I ever really grew up around it. So I was just always kind of like, it kind of gave myth to me. I know it's real, but like.
I echo that, but also it's definitely about your discernment and how you're raised. Because personally, I'm not gonna say my mom was like strict, but it was like certain things you can't do as a child. A child is going to be a child and an adult is going to be an adult. You don't even speak when the adults are speaking in my household. So it's like you said, jet black, bust down,
30 inch,
not happening. It's just not child appropriate. Right. And I think social
first
media,
day of 7th grade.
Right.
What? I ain't even get my hair straightened until I was in like high school.
I'm saying.
So like personally, social media, it wasn't like a negative influence on me, but I see how it's playing on this younger generation. Like TikTok, COVID.
For sure, TikTok.
They are like brainwashed. And it's kind of sad because as like we know to decipher between the two, we know what's right, what's wrong. We know, okay, you got a BBL. But they see that as that's what my ideal body shape has to be. fulfill those shoes.
But just to go off of that, I think it's actually really interesting to see how I feel like the celebrities don't want to look like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you peep right now, like they're not really getting BBLs no more. They're getting them taken out.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's become so accessible to everybody else.
Yeah.
So I feel like
They want the exclusive.
I was saying, even if you peep, even back to the hair, if you peep, a lot of celebrities are going natural now. A lot of them going natural. They want you to see how long their real hair is. A lot of them not even doing the lace fronts no more. And I feel like it's because it's become so accessible to everybody else. And it's like, oh, I'm going to do what they're not doing. So I think it's really kind of cool.
We have emotion.
So I think it's like cool to see like how it's kind of like going back to like it's going in reverse.
It's going back. Yes, I do agree. Because I'm gonna say TikTok, Jada, she like natural. I'm like, okay, girl.
I'm saying.
But it's also, you've already planted that seed in the, what is it, YX generation? Like they are
Gen Z.
Sorry,
Gen Z.
Man, I'm getting old. Like you already planted that seed, so they already accept that, and that's what they praise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like you're doing a disservice now and telling them now, because now I'm stuck between, I can't decipher.
Right.
Should I do it? Should I not? Is it right? Is it wrong?
Right.
So it's kind of like you planted a bad seed, and not them specifically, but more so of the ideal influence that they have in like their platform. They know people look up to them.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a Da Vinci bag today, and if you wear it right, everybody gonna want a Da Vinci bag. They gonna get a dupe. Everybody gonna want. It's just
they love the DHK.
They love the DHK. So it's just like how you brand yourself for the generations coming behind you. Like that's just my opinion.
Well, mine, I feel like social media. Well, I was growing up, I didn't immediately have social media. I didn't have that. No, for real.
I was outside.
I was making
I was the
mud pies
real
by trees.
outside.
But I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I got to high school, which I think is pretty fair. And even then, I wasn't really doing a whole bunch to go to school.
Right.
But I feel like it depends on your exposure to social media, and that inflicts on that, like what course you're gonna go through when it comes to you reflecting that body image, that body persona, everything onto yourself. So when young girls, 15, 14, they're looking at Nikki or Megan or anybody that's a big influencer on social media, they're seeing their bodies like, oh, I want to look like that. What do I have to do to look like that? So that becomes anorexia, self-harm, trying to get fit for themselves, and they're overworking themselves, you know, eating disorders, like stuff like that. And it's all going back to what you see on the internet.
Right.
So, but that's my opinion, Jada. What do you feel?
Oh, can I just second? Not second, but like I like to play devil's advocate a little bit. So not even just to social media, because I know we're talking about body shaming disorders and that nature, but more so, what's the saying? Don't hide your child from me, or hide your child from the world, something like that. But more so the fact not getting that exposure.
You asked me like I was gonna know the answer to that.
More so the fact, I understand. Well, I had social media. I'm just saying I had social media.
Yeah.
But more so the fact, the values that you instill in your child at an early age, you're building confidence, making sure your child is eating. Like parents now, these kids can literally go anywhere. Nobody knows where you're at. My mom need to know where you at, who going, who driving, who gonna be there, what you wearing.
They better be on.
It's
my
not
mom
still
still got my location.
My mama too. I'm pretty sure she's calling me now. Put on Do Not Disturb. She's calling now. But it's more so like, you don't want to hide social media from your child. Well, I believe you shouldn't hide social media from your child.
Right.
Because the real world is just going to smack you hard.
Yeah.
I understand gradually allowing them access to it, but you said you didn't get into high school. I don't even remember when I got a phone, which is probably good, but you don't want to wait till your child is too grown to the fact that
to figure it out.
To figure it out. Like, you have to fall to get back up. That's the truth. Nobody's perfect. Mommy can give you the cheat code. You still gonna fall. But you got to get back up. But I feel like this parenting has to get better. Like, these parents have to, I'm sorry, not the nosy parents, but you have to get into the nitty-gritty with your child, because half of these children are facing depression, anorexia, they're not eating. And some of it comes from the household. And you're not even noticing until it's too late.
And it happens so young.
So young. Like, I know personally, like, I have a cousin. It's like, I didn't even realize you was that skinny to now. But now I see who your For You page. Now it's like, I can get an idea of where it's coming from. So it's like, we have to be attentive to those coming behind us and actually pay attention and pour into them while we can before it's too late. So,
wow, I don't know what to say. No, but I really, because I had a social media when I was younger too. But my thing was, my mom she was like an attentive parent, but she wasn't a nosy parent. So like, she gonna let me do some stuff, but she not gonna let me do everything.
Right.
And I feel like that's where like it all plays in, because it was certain things that people was doing at my age that I was not doing, and I feel like, thank God I was not doing that.
Now,
sure.
hindsight though, because when you in that position, it's like,
but
Mom,
I was like, why you not letting me outside? Like,
but now hindsight, like I can reflect and be like,
I'm glad I
Thank
wasn't
you,
outside
Mom.
with them.
I'm saying.
Because the girls that was outside like that, pregnant. with no help, like
Prison.
doing jobs that they really don't want to do. Like, I can just tell, like,
the upbringing.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
tell
see it.
who was raised by what
I'm
type of
saying.
parents. Like, and I'm just very, like, happy that my mom raised me the way she raised me, because I really feel like it shaped me to be the person I am today. Because as women, we already go through a lot. We already have certain images we have to uphold
Right.
from the world and everything like that. And I feel like it really, like, the image you put out really, like, can shape you.
It really does.
Like, it really, and you, like, a guy, I feel like a guy can, like, change his perspective sometimes, but a woman, it's so hard for you to change your perspective. Like,
No,
yourself.
literally.
Like, you really, it makes you want to go in a shell and
It's an
just
internal battle.
Yes, like, and then, like,
is.
the way people can describe a woman, or the way people, like, say stuff about women, or make you feel about yourself, I can understand people want to be like, okay, I want to look like her because everybody likes her. I want to look like Jada because everybody want to be with Jada. And it's kind of like, no, like, you need to want to be like yourself, because somebody's going to want to be with you.
I'm saying.
But you gotta learn to love the idea of loving yourself instead of loving the idea of other people loving you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, it's a billion, a trillion, one people on earth. Everyone's not gonna like you.
right.
Everyone doesn't like me. Everyone doesn't like. Everyone's
like
not.
me.
Everyone's not gonna like you. And I feel like sometimes we find ourselves trying to fix everybody else's problem with us instead of just focusing on ourselves.
Yeah.
Like,
I
let me
agree.
work on myself instead of what you don't like. Because what you might not like might be somebody else's dream.
I'm saying.
I feel like that's the
I'm
most
saying.
important. That's the most important thing you got to instill in a woman. Like, you really just got to love yourself. Like,
Yes, self-love.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like once you get that, you got the key.
Chico. Chyna, I know you discussed that you were growing up independent when it came to the cheat code for about how to be a woman. So how did you handle, like, your first period, your first boyfriend, your first time? Like, how did all of that come about with you having no one to actually guide you on how to go through each of those
let's get
things?
into the let's get into the bone, the marrow, everything. Okay, one. My mom, she instilled in me, be a woman first. My sisters, they know, be a woman first. In every human endeavor, be a woman first. Be a woman in religion, be a woman in work, be a woman at school, be a woman in your relationship, be a woman in anything. Like, stand on your womanhood, stand on your values, stand on your moral. Don't let no one inflict that.
Right.
So, my first relationship, of course, high school, okay, it's kiddie. Like, we're not really getting into me. Like, it's childish. I graduated in 2021. When I started driving, COVID was here. What was I doing? Nothing. So when I was really getting into me, it was college. Fell down. So off rip, like, face level, you probably like, oh, China's cool. In my head, I'm like, oh no, like, this is bad. Mind you, I'm not trying to go to mommy. Like, we grown now.
Yes.
You're not trying to go to mommy about, oh, it's my
Yeah.
first relationship. Mommy can't. Like, no. It was really when I found myself, I kind of got a habit of, I got to hit rock bottom before I ask for help.
Yeah.
Before, oh, no.
Oh.
Was that you got one strike with me?
Because I got to hit rock bottom in the relationship.
No, but like, before I reach out or tell anyone anything going on, I have to hit rock bottom. And I'm going to just talk about my recent, not going to get too much in detail. I literally, like, I have a sweet mate, which is just so happened to be my sister. Like, this whole time, everyone thinking everything peaches and cream, because it's never going to hit the media. Never with me. So everybody thinking everything peaches and cream. And I just had to allow myself to feel my emotions. Like, I was hurt. And I don't even think you picked up on this, because this happened, like, recent. So, like, I just went to my sister, and that's where that sisterhood comes in. Because even when I can't go to mommy and there's no big sister, I can go to my sister in my org. I can go to Shaprille. I can go to Miss Braxton. I can go to anyone, and they'll be able to lead me in the right direction of, you failed, but here's how you get up and turn around and make this a good. And I know that everything happens for a reason. I'm very biblical. I know that everything happens. So I wasn't knocking it, but it was more like, dang, why me? Like, why Chyna gotta fall this hard?
Yeah.
To be the example for the young girls. So now when my little cousins come to me, I'm like, I've been through this before. Let me show you how I got out of this so you don't fall. Or when like red flags come at them, I'm like, I know that. You don't even gotta go down there because I already fell hard enough so that you don't have to take that same fall like me. Like, I'm some cushion for you. And like, even down to the freshmen, like when I see them, I'm like, let me tell you, I've been down that road before. Don't fall like I fell when somebody's out here to help you, not fail as bad as me. So like, that was my biggest thing. And then 2, my first period, I'm just saying, females have it the worst.
My first period was embarrassing.
My first period was at home, so that was cool.
Can't relate.
I know you said it was embarrassing, but 2, like that period, the birth control, that messed with me mentally, physically, emotionally.
I know where you going.
I was thick. I was thick with a flat stomach. Okay, birth control. Voila, we have this. I love my body now, but it's like. And sometimes it's like an internal battle. I'm sorry, I'm chatty. But sometimes it's an internal battle and it's like, dang, I want to go back to what I was shape-wise. But it's like, you grown. You can't be looking that frail no more.
So
like,
grown woman body.
No, that's so, like, that was my whole mind. Like, and like, birth control messes with you hormonally. Like,
oh my God.
That's like, so that was really rough for me. But it was like, I had to cut it and kill it. No more birth control for me.
Cut it and kill it.
Oh yeah, I had to let it go.
What
I did too.
I was on Bislavi.
What is that?
It's the pill.
Really?
But it was 24. It had iron in it. So, it was messing me up.
So for me, I was always like scared to tell my mom anything, but I don't even know why, because like she wasn't like gonna go crazy. But like my first boyfriend, I forgot what I told her, but I kind of like slid it in there, but like I said it in a way to where she would think I was joking. So I was like, I'm dating a football player. And he kept going. And she was like, you're not dating a football player. And I was like, okay.
You said it.
You said it.
I did it.
So I'll never forget, like she ended up meeting him. I had a birthday party. And my aunt was there. She was trying to put me on with this other boy that was at the party. And she was like, oh, like you should date Shaprille. And he was like, oh, my man dates her. And I was like, I told you, Bookie. I was like, so my mom was like, oh, you got a boyfriend? I told you. I told you I was dating a football player. I wasn't lying. So that was that. I feel like first like heartbreak type time. I don't know. I feel like I got my heart broken when I was a senior in high school. I feel like it was like really sad for me. I was really sad. My mom noticed a lot, and I feel like she was always just kind of like, when I wanted to talk about it, she would talk about it, but she didn't like ever really force me to talk about it. So I was cool with that. Because I just feel like, you know, I was so sad. Don't get me started. But anyways, I was just so sad. But yeah, so she was always just really there, like when I wanted to talk. So if I wanted to, it was cool. But if I didn't, like we didn't have to, which I think is a beautiful thing, because I feel like the pressuring, like now you're doing a lot. Like, ma'am, I just said I don't want to talk about it. Go ahead. So
go watch your day.
So yeah, I feel like it was like really cool for me during that time, just having her there to like lean on when I needed her. That was good.
Question, Shaprille.
What?
And y'all know what this guy asked too. So like I always knew my mom was gonna have my back, because it was us three against the world.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, it's me, my mom, my brother too. So
Twins.
yeah, it's one of them.
But the thing is, my not fear, but my delay in telling my mom I was like, I know my mom has a lot on her plate, and it's like you don't want to bombard her about what might be in her world. A smaller boyfriend, girl, I done been through this. I got a husband, like your little friend, like. My mom always said, you're going to fall in love 100 times in your head. So it's like...
Wow. That was kind of like, all right, we delusional.
No, but she's like... Right now, like, even in my college days, it's like, yes, some people might find children love. It's probably not going to be me. That's not my luck. But it's more... Oh, yeah.
It's done.
You signing out. Well, mom was like... You have forever to date.
I'm saying.
You have forever to date. Don't settle on nothing that's not what you want. Like, I always tell myself, he cute. But if I don't like somebody with messed up teeth, if you got 1 tooth that's messed up, I'm not gonna like you because when we argue, that 1 tooth is gonna mess with me.
You wanna know what's crazy? I be feeling like females.
Is that a personal ick?
No, I be
Yes,
feeling
I
like
can't.
females don't like to talk about stuff like that, and I be feeling like people be trying to like force. They be trying to force the like see the personality.
Mm-hmm.
I be feeling like in my head, if I am not attracted to you physically,
Face
I am
value.
cool.
Cool.
Like I'm cool because
Twin.
The face
in
card
my
gotta eat.
mind, like I'm gonna have to like if we dating, my idea is we should be getting married. So you want me to marry you and have children? I don't even find that. No, I'm for real.
I see what you're saying,
I'm so all for the personality. I'm big on personality because I'm like I like to have fun, whatever. But I feel like society really tries to just push
Tell you, like, the lowest
personality.
standards.
Yes.
But
They
girl, if
yeah.
this what I want, that's what I want.
True.
Men gonna do that.
I'm about to say, because they
If
will
that's
not
what they-
tell men to lower their standards or, okay, she don't
Men
got
don't
this,
have
but she
no
got that. They
standards.
could be like, no, I want this, and I want this, and I want this, and that's what I'm going to
she
do.
better have
Yeah,
fat
so
booty
I be
too.
just
Yeah,
She
but
better
God will
do
give
that.
you the desires of your heart. I let you
Yeah.
not like. I'm like, oh yeah, you cute, but you ain't all that. You not consistent. Nah. Now I'm at the point I'm cool on everybody. You not the whole package.
I can
You
say
clipped.
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
I'm sorry, because I've been in a situation where it's like, you have a good heart. I'm gonna love you in spite of. And then we argue. Oh, I knew you was ugly. I knew you was fat.
and I be feeling like that's where females be going wrong because you sit here with this man that you really don't think
Right.
is cute, and now when y'all arguing, everything is like
It's
okay.
bolded. It's like
Now
popping
in your
out.
head-
It's like you wasn't even all that anyway.
I was gonna say because
Like-
females, I noticed that females have this thing that we do, and it's like when you don't got nothing else to say, you just got to start saying what you can say. So it's like, okay, you kind of winning in this argument, but your eyebrows are terrible and your nose is
No.
Your shape up is horrible.
Okay, let's
Your
get
barber
into
messed
this.
up.
Your barber hates you, actually.
Hey, let's get into
That was
this.
shoot the messenger.
Okay, can I say something real quick?
I'm just saying.
Okay, so how do y'all feel? And I'm gonna come back after y'all say, like, personally, I feel like I attract broken men. Ooh, she felt
That was a deep breath.
Ooh, shook the room. Like personally, I feel like I attract broken men. Like it's like I want to pray for you. I'm spiritual. I want to pray for you. That's a spirit. We can get rid of that, boo. Ooh, that's cool. But I had to learn the hard way. We can't fix everything. Broken crown still color, but not in my coloring book. You got it. So
Let me write that down.
No, that's a good
That
one.
was the
That
first
was-
one.
that was
That
like
was
that one.
You ate that
We
one.
like that one.
That was a
Broken
good
crayons.
one.
Okay.
They color, but not in this color. But I like that one.
So, like, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think y'all these two?
I agree with that though.
Mhm.
I feel like though the men in this generation are hard, like very broken,
And
like,
hard body,
like,
even broken.
and I feel like their feminine side doesn't come out because they just feel like
they can't.
Oh,
they
that's
can't.
gay.
Yeah.
That's gay.
Sassy. You know
Like,
their favorite
come on,
one.
like,
Sassy
they feel
is
like
crazy.
they feel like they can't be themselves because then it's the what they call it? What they call Russell Wilson?
Vulnerable. What?
No, what they call him?
Russell Wilson.
I'm not
Yes,
sure,
what they
Buki.
call him. No, corny. They call him corny.
corny. They do call him corny. Poor
And
baby.
I feel like, how are you corny? Because he left his
You
woman.
being
love
because
your-
you're being a man.
You're a
You're
husband,
being
you're a
man.
father,
You're doing
you're
the
a
thing you were
provider.
raised to do.
You're God fearing. That's what I
Exactly.
need.
But then we don't talk about how the real corny ones be the ones that be out stepping outside the house, the ones that be not doing nothing for the woman, the ones that be leaving the woman to raise all the babies by themselves, the ones that be not providing for the household. Because a man's first priority should be to provide. That should be the first priority. Because that's one of the things that you
I
should
feel
be
like
raised
I agree
on.
with that so much. Like
Like,
my number one thing is like I like a man who can lead.
yeah.
Like, I
Yes,
mean, like
that's
I said,
attractive.
I feel like I said, when I date, I feel like I date to marry. So I feel like if I'm dating you to marry you, you should be able to lead this house. Like I can I know like a stereotype of black women is like we're really strong, and it's like I can be strong for sure,
want
but
to
I
have
would love
to
to just
be.
take the
Can't
back
all
seat.
the way.
I would
don't wanna
love to take the
have
back
to
seat.
be.
And when you give me the back seat, I'm just
I'm
got
a sit.
you.
I'm a
Chilling.
passenger.
Sister said,
I'm a passenger
that's when you
princess.
riding. Like,
I love a good passenger princess.
so yeah, I just be feeling like, come on, like take the lead.
Mhm.
It's cool. It's fun.
With me, I feel like I just don't feel like I attract people who are serious about actually getting to know who I am.
Mm.
I feel like they just see the pretty face, the nice body,
Work
and
body. Work body.
That's it. Like, oh, you trying to go upstairs? What you trying to do?
That's
No.
insane.
Like, I don't even know your last name. Like, I feel like I don't attract anybody that actually,
Genuine.
hey, what's your name? Hey, what's your major? Like, what you want to do with your life? What are your aspirations, your goals?
How
like,
much debt you gonna be in after college?
I be feeling like,
what our family gonna be in?
Okay, for a ride. Zero for me.
no, for real.
I seen a TikTok and it said that when we feel like we attract broken women, and that's why I had to put a cease to it, it's because we're codependent.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're codependent, broken men, we feel like we can fix all their problems.
Mm-hmm.
That gives us a sense of identity in a relationship.
Mm.
Like, it makes them feel, I guess, whole in a sense, and that makes us feel good about ourselves because we didn't fix him. He was broken. Now we didn't fix him. He need us. But now I'm the independent all across the board. I don't need you. You don't need me. We cool. Like, what's that? I'm single. YOLO. I'm single.
I just wanted to say, I feel like, because we were talking about like the type of people we attract, I feel like I attract men who give excuses, and I don't know why. Like, that just blows me. Like, it blows me so bad. Like, I feel like, and it's like grown to blow me even more, like as I've gotten older. So I remember like when I was a freshman, like I was talking to this guy, you know, he had motion, like he was doing his thing. He was doing your big one for sure. And he used to just be like, I'm busy. I got this going on. I got this going on. I'm going to see you later. Da, da, da. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Cause I'm understanding like, okay, you're doing your big one. So I'm not going to do too much.
Chill because you are.
But then that just turned into like all the time things. So then as like we went on and we got like older, like, this in college. So as we like became older, I started doing more than you. And it's like, I'm making time now. So it's like, if I'm making time, why you're not making time? And I hate men who do that. Like, I don't really ever get the like
excuses.
So now,
tools of the incompetence.
I'm saying,
Work, sister.
so I just feel like now that I'm in that space, and I feel like a lot of men have shown me what I don't like. So it's like that I know I can't deal with, like that I'm busy, I can't talk.
You want to be a priority.
Whatever. So it's like, I can't even go far
Can't
with
even
that.
accept
One
it.
good time, like,
Clip.
and I just, it really, to me, just be like, I'm busy too. So what's your point?
Yeah,
What is your point?
You don't see busy. Men make time for what they want to make time
They make time
for.
to smoke, to drink, to
hang with
Hang out with
friends.
bros,
They
be on the game for 5 hours.
No,
to do
like,
whatever.
They love them a good 2K.
Do whatever
It's
you wanna
24
do.
hours in a day.
So you are never going to tell me you're busy.
Mhm.
Never.
It's like, I'm not saying you can't be busy, because you really can be busy. But you're not all week. You ain't see me all week.
7 days.
7 days. But I had time.
But that Fortnite has seen you for 5 out of 7 of them days.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk. What's
Let's
that?
really talk about it.
You trying to get
That's
the boy
it.
to send you the game?
That's all I have to say. I don't know why, but those be the type of men I be getting. I just be like,
Yes.
and I be hating it because I have to cut you off.
Ladies.
That's like a, don't let him tell you. I'm looking at that camera. Don't let him tell you.
Ladies,
He's too busy. If
Don't-
he wants to, he
Oh.
would.
Bookie, go.
I'm sorry. I had to let him know. If he wanted to,
Ladies,
he would.
do not settle for nothing less than what you feel you deserve.
Mhm.
Because men will walk over top of you till you stop them.
Mm.
People only do what you allow. So if you say,
Sure.
I'm sorry, but it just sounds so bad. Once you set the bar high, don't try to fill the requirements. I'm not telling you what I want. Show me what you're going to bring to the table.
Period.
You are the
Exceed the
table.
bar. Because
You
I
are
bring
the table.
I
The
bring
table,
the
the
table
meal,
is
the
me.
cups, the forks, the spoons. I'm everything.
and the
Just
force
bring
and rabbit to
yourself.
go. Yeah, I'm everything.
Okay, so the next question would be, what advice would you give younger women like today when they're stepping into their own feminine energy?
Let me take it. I'm talking to me. I'm sorry.
I'll go. I really feel like it really starts with your confidence. Like, I feel like once you own who you are and you, like we were saying, I feel like we already like touched on it, like without touching on it.
You know,
But I feel like once you like really love yourself and you really get into that confident era, as they be saying, once you get into that era, it's just like, I feel like you really go so much further. And when you believe in yourself, I feel like I'm like a big person who doesn't, like, I be doubting myself.
Yes,
And like the people around me, they hate it.
Yes,
So I feel like when you,
I hate when you do
so
it.
I feel like once you really start believing in yourself and you really like know your own capabilities and you really tap in with that, I feel like you're unstoppable for real.
I don't go back to being a woman first. Like, I'm just gonna speak on this one little situation. Sorry. Like, in anything, be a woman first. Put your foot down. You know right from right. You know wrong from wrong. You're gonna fall. Girl, get up. Girl, get up. I don't know if y'all listen to Sarah Jakes.
Oh,
Girl, get up.
That's my girl.
You can keep going. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard being a female. I promise. I know. It's so much that goes on behind the scenes. You want to make sure you're right. You want this. Everything has to be in order. Just keep going. You can achieve anything you say. And I think a lot of times, like she said, confidence, not even just African-American ones, but we suffer with the most. We feel like we have to overcompensate in rooms where there's not representation or when, because have a minor in sports management. So I already know I'm being in a room with
A lot of men.
But I'm going to be the person that get up, be the pioneer for those to come behind you. Be the black girl in that room that sets the pace so that other black girls know that it's achievable. You can attain your goals. Like, keep going. Like, it's so hard to get distracted and caught up because the negativity is always loud.
Yeah.
It's always loud. But just keep going. Build that confidence. Once you believe in yourself, you already halfway there. Like, just keep going. That was a good one. Keep going.
You gonna tell yourself it was
like, no, I was talking to her. That was like confidence was a good answer. No, like that. Like,
yeah,
confidence. Like, you have to believe in yourself. And then when your friends don't believe in yourself, you have to pick them up. Like, no, you have the potential. Yeah. You have the work ethic.
What you gonna do with yourself?
Shaprille has a brand, Pressed by Preston. And I'm going to say, I'm a nail girly. Nail girly down. Shaprille does sets. And I feel like she just, I don't know what be clicking. The elevator don't be ticking all the way up. But like, she literally will text me, I'm just about to stop. Why give up? Why give the devil the satisfaction that you're going to quit when you have the material to do it? You have the fan base,
the knowledge.
You got the platform. All you need is
you got both. You got the plan and the platform.
It's like, girl, get up. Girl, get up. This storm the last one. Girl, get
stand up.
Girl,
stand up.
You're weak in the knees. You have to stand up.
Stand up. This for everybody. This for everybody. Stand
up.
Put
this camera on us. Don't be weak in the knees no more. Make this a resolution
not for
today.
A man, not for your job, not for nobody. Stand up, babe. Stand up.
Stand up. That's it. That's T. Stand up.
I would say, I feel like every woman needs to get to a point in their life where they can look themselves in the mirror and just be like, I'm that girl. Period, point blank.
And believe it.
And actually believe it. And even if you don't believe it, just start every day. I'm that girl. I am this. I am resilient. I am strong. I am powerful. I am just that girl in general. And then as you keep going, you're going to start to believe in it. Manifestation is a real thing. Trust me, like I do it a lot. So when you wake up and you tell yourself, okay, I can do this, it's already done. Then you will already have that in your brain. You know, it's already set in stone. You got the platform. Just go ahead and make you a plan.
Get you a plan.
Right. And you also, like you said, you got to believe in yourself. You have to trust your gut. Your gut is your biggest teammate, I swear. And when you have all of that together,
work.
What can't you do at that point?
Work.
Well, you unstoppable. So that's my tea.
I don't hate that I got to go last every time because, okay, I really feel like all y'all retweet. But I really feel like the main thing that I really think females should think about when they're like younger girls, when they're stepping into their feminine life and their feminine energy and like growing up, because like I feel like growing up they don't really teach you like, well they do but they don't at the same time. Like you really gotta like loving yourself is like the biggest key to really like being the most feminine woman you can be, because I really feel like once you love yourself, the confidence comes in and the, you know, like everything, like what you was saying, how like you can pick yourself up because just like, I got this. Like I know, okay, I failed, but I know I could have felt way worse. I could have not even tried. I could have been failed and never got back up. So I feel like loving yourself really gives you the opportunity to grow your confidence and to make you feel better about yourself, even if no one like thinks you're gonna do it. Like if you love yourself enough to know I can do it, even if she said I can't do it, she said I can't do it, he said I can't do it, it's gonna like push you so much like farther in life, and it's gonna make you like want to always keep going. And I feel like that's what's key, like always keep going.
Thank you so much, Chyna and Shaprille, for joining us here at the Orange Table. Where can everybody find you on social media as well as more information about Women's Appreciation?
You all can find me on social media at Chyna Ashani, ChynaAshauni.
You guys can find me on Instagram and TikTok and everywhere else at Shaprille. That's SHAPRILLE. You can find more about Women's Appreciation Month at Ladies of VSU. And you can tap into my press-on business at Pressed by Preston, Entrepreneur of the Year.
Tap in.
Thank you to everyone who tuned into this episode of the Women Appreciation Month special of Orange Table Talk. I am Jada Brown.
And I am Zamaya Brown. You guys can find us, GMP, on Instagram at Greater Media Productions. Don't forget to subscribe to GMP TV at GMP TV on YouTube for more YouTube videos of Orange Table Talk, as well as other content. And to close us out for today, here is Miss Kendra for our spoken word feature.
What is a woman? Does she tear down others to exhibit her strength? Or is her strength shown from carrying the world on her back? I think it comes from being a warrior, fighting for her rights when they're under attack. Without her, the world dies. Without her, there are a bunch of seeds who bear fruitless trees. She is not bitter when she plays hard to get. She demands respect. She is set apart. Her beauty reflects God's paintbrush. With the greatest images created in darkness, black art. What is a woman? Does she have to make her mark when she walks into a room of checked boxes? Is she submissive when you hand her a mop and a broom to show her what her role is? No. She is not a walking statistic. She doesn't allow you to make her a victim of your violent sensitivity covered up in a shell of monogamy. She brings more to the table than just her brains. As we know from the labor pains endured birthing generation after generation. So if you ask me, this is her domain. What is a woman? Society will create a space for her, looking for a weak soul to dress up in a miniskirt. Sometimes she can seem supernatural. But if you ask me, she's just heaven sent by the Creator covered up in his fingerprint. It's evident that a woman can birth greatness. Do not confuse her angelic embrace as magic or mythical, for she isn't a fairy sprinkling dust, but trust, she does have power. That is a woman.
Come on and talk to me, baby.